In this video, let's take a look at headers that Traverse PC uses in data files, and in this video we'll take a look at using them inside of drawing tables. Now I'm going to bring over help topics here, and here's under the tables a discussion about editing column names, and we're going to do this. We're going to change the column names for the bearing and the distance in a curve table. But these headers, and particularly the ability to save and recall header definitions, is part of a larger discussion with using file headers. And Traverse PC allows me to edit headers for importing and exporting CSV files, and I can edit them the same way I'm going to do the editing for the table column. So part of a larger discussion, let's drop in and see what this looks like. So I'm going to zoom in on this curve table here. And let's go ahead and add this curve to the table. Say append to table. And I want to change the chord bearing and distance labels here. So let's drop into the table. And I'm going to just recall the default settings. So let's recall. And you'll notice new in the program data is a headers subfolder. And here I've got the curve table default data. So this is how it would normally display as bearing and distance, and when I choose OK, I get bearing and distance. Well, I want to change that to chord bearing and distance. So I'm going to learn real quickly that I can save those and recall those anytime I want as a file, and that's the same for CSV files or for tables. So right away I think, okay, I can have one type of table I use for the city of Fredericksburg and another one that I use for all my other work, and I can put in the column names that they want. I'm just going to show you how we did this real quick. Let's go back and recall the default, which is what you would normally see. And I'm going to just click on this name for the column title for bearing, and I'm going to change that to chord. I'm going to put a slash in here for a new line, bearing. And let's do the same for chord distance. Now I can never remember if it's a forward slash or backward slash. Maybe it doesn't even matter. So I've just changed the column header from bearing to chord bearing and from distance to chord distance. Now if I want to keep that, and you saw this again a moment ago, I can simply say I want to save that, and I can call that whatever I want. My curve table. Now I can come back anytime I want in another drawing, or if we're sharing this program data within my organization, I can come back anytime and load my curve table and automatically get the settings that I want for those column headers. And now my curve table displays this properly. And this works for all the other tables, point tables, line tables, lot tables. You just change the column headers to whatever you want.